Dave Lapham here, and every day I am grateful for my experience to have played professional football. As a player, I realize self-motivation, leadership, and appreciating your teammates are key. At First Star Logistics, you can use those same attributes to create the life you want for you and your family. Build your future by working hard like I did. You'll see results both on and off the field. Call First Star Logistics today and be part of our winning team.
Dave Burke, First Star Football Report, sponsored by First Star Logistics. And we're out again handing out Player of the Week awards from the 2019 season. We're at Fairmont High School with Trey Baker and head coach Dave Miller. And Trey received the most votes following play week 7 of the 2019 season to earn First Star Player of the Week. And then he also earned Greater Western Ohio Conference honors for his play at fullback and linebacker, where he posted 84 total tackles on the season. And Trey Baker will take his talents to Gannon University. And Coach Miller, first off, we were talking before we did this, and you remembered exactly what week 7 was a big game for you guys.
Pretty big game, yeah. And Trey ended up, I think, had 14 tackles, an interception, caused a fumble. He was all over the place. So yeah, that was very memorable, and beating a rival that we hadn't beaten in 22 years. So icing on the cake.
I had a chance to see you guys play in week 1 against Alter, and I was impressed with his play. But all through the season, he was a player that stepped forward for you. Talk about his game and what Gannon University fans should expect.
Well, all through the season, and I would say all 4 seasons, because he's a rare 4-year starter at linebacker. Came in as a freshman, kind of benefit from some injuries, honestly, to start out with, but. He stepped in, and as a freshman right away, you could tell he was special. Just has a nose for the ball. Maybe doesn't have all the intangibles that you want, but speed and biggest guy. But I'm going to tell you what, he's a football player, and he's all over the place. He just has great ball sense, and he's relentless the way he plays. So Gannon is getting a great football player and an even better kid.
Well, I walked into the front office first and then came back to the athletic office. And each place I went, when I mentioned his name, people were just gushing about how great of a kid he is. They're like, yeah, he's a good football player, but he's even a better kid. And talk about what makes him a unique individual away from the game.
Well, just personality plus. I had him in class too. I teach U.S. history, and he was one of my hardest working students to this day. Just very engaged, and he's a pleasure, just to have in class, have in the school. The student body loves him, and he's got an infectious personality, and we're going to miss his leadership. I mean, really, for the last couple of years, he has been at the top of the rung as far as our leadership here. So, he's everything we're about. We talk to our kids about, if you can model somebody, that's who you want to model.
Trey, on behalf of First Star Logistics and First Star Football Report, we want to present you the Player of the Week award, this awesome plaque, and be careful with it. We don't want you to drop and break it. We also have on behalf of First Star Logistics, a $50 gift card to Buffalo Wild Wings for you.
Thank you.
And we'll let you scoot in here just a little bit more. And let's. What do you think when you hear comments about yourself from people like Coach?
Especially just hearing comments from Coach Miller, it means so much just because I respect him so much. Obviously, it's great to hear great things about yourself, but at the end of the day, I usually don't let it go to my head. That's something Coach Miller has always told me is let it go in one ear and out the other, but at the same time, take it in consideration, thank them, and just get back to work.
Coach was talking about your involvement in school here. What does it mean for you? You're counting down the months before you will leave here.
Yep.
When you start thinking now and looking back, what does Fairmont mean to you?
Fairmont is it's been a huge part of my life these last 4 years. Memories that I'll never forget. The people that I've met here at Fairmont, like Coach Miller, he came in my freshman year, changed my life forever. Really molded me into the player I was, or player I am today. Some of my teachers that I've had over the course of my 4 years here have really influenced me in my academics and the pathways that I've sort of chosen to go and study at college. So it's really just sort of molded me into the person that I'm becoming to be.
And let's talk about that future. Gannon University is where you signed. Talk about what led you there.
Okay, so Gannon sort of popped up on the radar a little late, but as soon as I took my first visit there, I fell in love with the campus. It's right on the lake. That's a huge thing for me. I love the coaches, Coach Rayburn and Coach Justwick. It really just was a quick bond right from the beginning. Like people say, you just sort of know when you know, and it just hits you. And as soon as I left that place, I looked at my dad and I said, I could really see myself going there. So I'm really excited, and I just can't wait to get up there and start playing.
Again, Trey Baker, fullback, linebacker, Fairmont High School here in Kettering, Ohio, was our Week 7 First-Star Logistics Player of the Week, and we thank Coach Miller and Trey for taking the time today to be with us and presenting this award. And on behalf of First-Star Logistics, we thank them for all their support.